everybody, this is Sherry with CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat. And I'm here with a set of Christmas tags. And on this set, I decided to use, for one of them, I decided to use some stickers that I had been gifted. And I don't normally use stickers like this, but I was really tickled with how this one turned out. So I want to share that with you, and I'll be right back to share this set of tags. Alright everyone, this is my first tag in this set. Now, this is an AliExpress die, and I can't remember what she's supposed to be holding. I can't remember what it is, but I decided that she was going to hold this really neat, like plasticky, I love it, plasticky sticker of a gingerbread. And so I had to prop her hands up so that they weren't sticking up in the air. So this part's glued down, but this part's glued up. So there's dimension up underneath here. So there's a tiny little bit of foam tape underneath here to support them. I inked her up with my Tim Holtz Distress inks. Now for her jacket and her little hat, I had used some Knitwit, a file from Knitwit Collections. And I shrunk it down, and I shrunk down all the little gingerbread men, and I made this 2.5-inch square of paper so that I could cut out her jacket and have it in a pattern that was proportionate with the size of the die. So she's got a little gingerbread jacket on, and she's holding a little gingerbread. And then this is one of the papers from the collection. Actually, both of these are. And I just used the extra that I had printed out. I printed these out at 5.5 inches. And a 5.5-inch square. Cut this out, cut that out, made my bow with an AliExpress die. And then I needed a place to put the to and from. I could have moved her over and put them here, but I wanted her centered with the bow. So I just took a small heart tag that I had from my stash and cut it out of the same paper that I cut the fur on her jacket and her hood. And it doesn't exactly even look like the same because I didn't ink it. Because I didn't want to ink it. I wanted it to be nice and crisp and clean so that that's where you write, that's where you see on Christmas morning. Your packages look pretty until Christmas morning, and then the only thing you have to worry about on Christmas morning is seeing that space for that name so you can figure out who the present goes to. So I left it uninked for that reason, because I wanted it to be a clean and crisp spot for you to write who this package is to. So that's why I did that, in case people were wondering. This is my first tag, and I'll be right back with my next. This is my second tag for this set. I used the same die as this one, only in the smaller size. And these are old, I think they're old Spellbinders dies. I can't remember who they're from. But, so, I mean, they're old. I've had them for probably 10 years or more, maybe 15. So, ever since I started die cutting. And, so I'm sure they're not available anymore, but any tag or any shape die, because that's what I told my husband. I said I felt like a genius. I said, it never, I don't know why it didn't occur to me. I don't have to use a specific tag die. I can use any shape die that I want, and I've got shapes. So I started pulling out my shapes, and that's where these ones kind of came from. This is the sticker set. Now this was actually bumped up taller, and I took the back piece off so that it was a little shorter. So I had some different layers and dimension here. Put the two stickers together, put the two down here, which I wrote in with a pen that I have. And you have room over here to write who the present is to. So it's not a huge tag, it's not a fancy tag, but I think it's really pretty. And definitely something that, if you have stickers and you're, trying to figure out how you can use them, this worked great. It absolutely worked great. And you can use bigger sizes than this and make yourself little scenes with them for tags. So if you have a bunch of stickers, pull them out. I encourage you to use them and to make really cute Christmas tags with them. So this is my second tag, and I'll be back in 1 second with my next. This is my third and final tag for this set. This is an old gingerbread die that I have. It is a couple years old. If I can find it, I will link it for you. And I just inked him up with my Tim Holtz Distress inks. I used a real fine pen that I have in my stash to give him give her eyelashes. Whoever they are. I guess everybody has eyelashes. Oh my golly. I should have slept longer. That's all I got to say about that one. So I gave him some eyelashes. And I did a little bit with my pan pastels here in the center of the eye to give it just like a little bit more reflection. I used my My Creative Time bow here die for this bow down here at the bottom. I'm usually a stickler. Most of my bows are at the top, but I decided to break with tradition and walk on the wild side and put my bow on the bottom over at an angle. I used a gingerbread sticker. It's like a plasticky epoxy sticker. I don't even know if epoxy is the right word. It's a plastic sticker. I love it. Lisa had given me some that are plasticky like this. Those are my favorite out of all the ones she gave me. The gingerbread. I've got holly and berries. Just really candy canes and a peppermint. Those are my favorites. And I've been using them like crazy on my excuse me, on my tags this year. This is just a piece of old authentic paper I cut out in a circle with a circle die. This is another shape die, which I believe is Stampin' Up. Yes, this is a Stampin' Up. That's a Stampin' Up. And they're both retired because I've had them for 10 years probably. But any shape die that you have will work. Because like I said, I figured out that I could use my shapes, and I felt like a bloody genius. I'm like, woohoo, look at me. And so oh my golly, I needed more sleep. I really did. I'm acting goofy. I'm sorry. I used my white gel pen to go around the edge, which there was something about this tag that was bothering me. I kept thinking, what is it? I went through this with another one of the tags. It just needed something. And it turned out all it needed was a little bit of white stitching, and it just was the bomb diggity. And I used a candy cane from Hobby Lobby, and it had a little hook up here because it's for the little miniature trees. But I just cut the little loop off and put it here so he's holding a candy cane. I don't think in this die that he's actually holding anything in his hands, but it works that he can hold stuff in his hands. So I put the candy cane, and then I put the little 2 tag right here to make it look like he was holding that in his other hand. And that was it for that tag. Again, they all have a piece of 2-inch double-sided adhesive on the back so that they stick down directly to your packages. And once that stuff is stuck, it ain't going anywhere. So you don't have to worry about them, coming off, like you do some tags, and then you get everything out on Christmas Eve, and you're like, oh my, what is this, and who is it for? And you have to kind of open the package and peek and hope you can figure out, so you know which kid to put their name on it again so that you can give it to them on Christmas morning. You won't have that problem with these tags, because once they're down, they're down. They ain't going anywhere. So I hope you like them. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Remember to practice your CPR, craft, pray, repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. Love you all. Bye.